got to drop. Hey Clinton, don't flip-flop. These drug prices have got to drop. Hey Clinton, don't flip-flop. These drug prices have got to drop. Hey Clinton. Out to the Pennsylvania campaign headquarters of Hillary Rodham Clinton. If her road to the presidency comes through Pennsylvania, we're here for the voters from all over the country and all around the world, actually.
I'm Brandon from ACT UP New York, and we're here today to tell Hillary to keep her pledge to regulate drug prices and squash the trade agreements like the TPP, Trans-Pacific Partnership.
Hi, my name is Serna Estienne. I'm here with Universities Allied for Essential Medicines. I also work with Partners in Health Engaged, the undergrad chapter. And I'm here today because we want to hold Hillary Clinton accountable for many pledges that she made back in 2008 when she was running. She pledged to supply treatment for 30 million AIDS patients worldwide, which would basically set us on track to have an AIDS-free generation. In addition, she pledged to take patents off of the publicly funded drugs, and she said that as recently as her New Hampshire primary, which was, I believe, in March or April, and she's recently backed off of those, so we're here to hold her accountable. We're here to make sure that she has those on her platform because these are essential things, and they're very humanitarian projects that we want to make sure that she champions.
My name's Navia Desari. The organization is Universities Allied for Essential Medicines. New medicines in America are actually invented using public funding, so funding that comes from the NIH. So what we want is for drugs that are invented using taxpayer dollars to be available off patent in low and middle income countries where people are dying because they don't have access to affordable drugs. So basically what we're here to fight for is access to the medicines people need to survive.
The tug of war is basically trying to symbol who has the power over medicine. So the tug of war was between the people who fund private research that creates all these essential medicines, and our opponent was pharma bros, or pharmaceutical CEOs. And so those people have a lot of power, mainly because they head those companies, and then they create these drugs to be so expensive by increasing the profit margin by really dramatic percentiles. And so we are trying to take back the power from them, and we are trying to say that just because they fund presidential campaigns doesn't mean that they can take these drugs away from the people who funded them in the first place.
Hey, Farmer Bro, let me educate you on something, okay?
What? What do you got for me?
American taxpayer dollars go towards inventing all the drugs. That's what we pay for. All the drugs that are invented in this country are funded by American taxpayers. And you know what? And you know who pays for the highest drug prices in the world? The American people.
We do.
How does that make sense? How does that make sense?
I'm Allie Greenberg. I'm with Universities Allied for Essential Medicines. There's three things that we're really focusing on this year, one of which is the Trans-Pacific Partnership. We're very strongly advocating against the TPP because of its implications for access to medicine, specifically in its intellectual property chapter, which would extend patents and protect monopolies, making it much harder for generics to enter the market. And then another thing that we're looking at right now is our T-Bomb campaign, which is our Take Back Our Meds campaign, which is trying to promote increased ability through the NIH to protect affordability of U.S. invented drugs, as well as the ability of the government here in the U.S. to actually march in on drugs when they aren't being affordable here in the U.S. and abroad.
So march in, isn't there some legislation that has specific march-in rights?
Yeah, so the Bayh-Dole Act gave the NIH the right to march in on any drug when it was not being made what they call accessible. The problem there is that their definition of accessibility currently doesn't include affordability, and because the Act had very vague language, they've been allowed to interpret it that way. What we're asking is for the clear trigger criteria that would make it such that affordability is included in access. So when a drug isn't affordable, they can march in. It's not just when it isn't there in the market, but even then people can't actually use it because it's sitting on a shelf but not in their